Oh. How?
Okay. Young people, are you in the house? I can hear you. Young people, are you in the house? I can hear you. Young people, are you in the house? Okay, everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up. Everybody, I mean, oh, Sensud. Oh, Nsutsagabi, eh? Everybody stand up. Tell him or her to stand up. Tell him or her to stand up. Everybody stand up, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up. Are you ready for exercise? Hands up. Hey, come on. Hands up. Clap once. Clap twice. 3 times. 4 times. Hands up. To the left. Okay. Touch your head. Touch your toes. Hey. Touch your head. Touch your toes. On your knees. On your head. On your toes. Hey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are having good time. Did you enjoy the food? Did you enjoy the food? No, let gang eating no look serious. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's empowerment, it's information. We are fueling you up to greater destinations. Angiti. So we have great speakers, we have great people who are going to talk to you, who are going to give you opportunities. Please allow me to introduce this beautiful lady here. This is Tony Okumete. She's a manager at the office of the CEO from Brand, South Africa. By the way, Jesus Christ, I make good mistakes. For God. Yes, okay, fine. We agree that we're going to start with this gentleman. I said a beautiful lady, now I'm going to introduce a handsome gentleman. Is it okay? I'm introducing the HOD. Huh? You know what's the HOD? You know what's the HOD? The head of department, ladies and gentlemen, of Department of Agriculture. With
It's in the airport. Leya pena le ithi apps. Okusho ukuthi inkinga zethu eziningi will be resolved. Yangithi? Yeah, so we appreciate what the apps are, what the Empower works and all the colleagues are doing. When we got the invite, I was telling my brother Billy, I used to work in some other years for his company. But I wasn't good like him, he fired me. You can tell the difference when he was here and when I'm here, ain't it? So this thing here is not for me. But there's this little story I want to share with you, why I worked for him. Angithanda ukuyibheka lapha. I know I'm handsome. Elokubona le presentation awuzwe. Now I was working for a Department of Water Affairs at the time. As a director, the government, we used to go and do what is called a strategic planning session. When we were in this strategic planning session, we were at the Val, in a place called 3 Rivers or something. So this man was facilitating our strategic planning session. During lunch, we're sitting outside, I'm seeing these white people in the Val on their boats, you know, they're enjoying life. It's beautiful. I dream, I say, ish. I wish I was there. Look at us busy here, sitting in rooms. Then he said passingly, and I didn't take him serious. I said, "Nah, got a boat, I'll bring it tomorrow, I'll take you there." So when we do day 2, he come and whisper to me. He says, I brought the boat. Hey, I look at him, I'm serious. He says, yeah. Hey, during lunch, he takes me there and he started himself, you know. There was the noise. There we were doing all the waves. He says, you see, if you work hard in life, you must enjoy the finer things on life. You know, after that, I said, you know what, I think I must resign. He said, I'm ready to help you if you resign tomorrow. Hey, when we get back, my boss is expecting a waiting letter, my report, I bring a resignation letter. That's how I joined his company. He had a beautiful book I read that has a title that says, From Bearskin Shoes, or from barefoot to snakeskin shoes. There were those snakeskin, I think I was a shop. But it was a top brand of shoes at the time. Now it narrates the story why you are sitting there today. And I'm hoping that today you are going to use this opportunity as your barefoot to snakeskin shoes, ne? So that after the opportunities that are shared with you through this Empower Weekend, you will be able to say, I was there, here I am. Siyazwana musbantabasha. Ukhona ngipromisayo ukuthi that will happen with her. Ngibone isandla sakhe asiphakamisa. Nazo-ke was I express. What we say in life we make and it we bring to life. Our word iyadala. Then at least you've got the one person who came from here, the few hands I've seen. We are going to do all we can together to make sure that they move from where they are to the next level of their lives. Supported by my beautiful colleagues there, Gunabo, Mr. Nkosi at the back. ABSA is determined to support agri SMMEs. Now, let's go to it. The one area that you disappointed me with today, Billy, you did not talk about purpose. You say anticipate Labafana now. So I prepared this thinking of one of your talks. So what you'll say, it is very important in life that we must discover our purpose. Because in some of his talks, he speaks about that, and it's young people. The very importance of purpose in life. My name is Cain. Ngeswati, I'm Swati speaking. Ngeswati, Cain means Cain, Bangbita Cain. You understand the Bible, what this fellow Cain did, and it? So, Nkulengaltanzi, this name, I even changed it. I then called myself Joshua at some point. Because Joshua was freed, and it led those people, but this name I was given by my grandfather. I didn't know that when he gave me this name, I found its meaning. In some of the dictionaries, it talks about payment in kind. But what I like is what they add. They say usually it is farm produce paid as rent. You see the interesting part of this. Now, when I was born, my grandfather saw something to do with farming in me. And it led me to my purpose, which is not just my purpose, but all of us who are in this room today. Our purpose is found in Genesis 2, verse 5. Because God says there was no plants, or anything in this world. He had not made it rain. Why? because at the time there was no man to till the land. The minute God made man, He allowed. When we talk about men, as men, all of us, umuntu angithi. Only then did He let it rain, so that there will be vegetables, there will be imifino and plants, which means the purpose of all of us as men is to till the land. Farming is our purpose. When we neglect it, there is poverty, there is hunger, which are social ills that we are dealing with now. Angithi bantu abasha. So I'm here today to talk to you so that we agree that from here none of us are going to go out to look for jobs. But all of us are going to look for the piece of land where we are and till it, because when you produce or you grow your own food, you are printing your own money, legally so. That's what we'll share today. Now, I saw this team singing earlier, good and dancing. There's a nice little song with some pictures here. But I don't want you to dance and sing. I just want you to listen to the words of that song, okay? It's a short 3 minutes. These words of the song are encapsulating the whole presentation and the talk that I'm here for today. If you take something out of that, and it should form part of our discussion immediately after the talk, okay? Let's listen to it. Maye kumnanzi kuhlala Mpumalanga, umhlaba ufunzile futhi unothile, phezu kwemkhono mlimi isikhathi sifikile, umnotho wethu siyatusetandleni tethu, asambene masimini ngemsombuluko, asambeni sohlakula ngemsombuluko, asambeni siyotshala ngemsombuluko, asambeni siyonisela ngemsombuluko, asambeni siyofuya ngemsombuluko, phezu kwemkhono mlima kuphele kukhekeleza, kufuya kwethu kufana nekutika elimali, phezu kwemkhono mlimi isikhathi sifikile, kulima kwethu kufana nekutika elimali. Asambene masimini ngemsombuluko, asambeni sohlakula ngemsombuluko, asambeni siyotshala ngemsombuluko, asambeni siyonisela ngemsombuluko, asambeni siyofuya ngemsombuluko, dadadlula inhloko nifuna nkuluri filwe tsipane, hlonishwa welitiko make busishiba, hloko yelitiko khayeni shunda, mayeni yasebenda, asathi sibonge sini, phezu kwemkhono kuwo emabang, sicela tshala imali, intsha ilambile, phezu kwemkhono kuwo emabang, sicela tshala imali, sicela sombululo, besicela sombululo ngemsombuluko, besicela tshala imali ngemsombuluko, besicela sombululo ngemsombuluko, besicela tshala imali ngemsombuluko, besicela sombululo ngemsombuluko, besicela tshala imali ngemsombuluko. All right. Khona lo vile ukuthi ithini lengoma. Ngabona siphamise sandla summarize nje key points lokuvile la kule ngoma. Mphi mic nangisesoyo nemahloni ubuka phansi. Session phela ngithi sengicise ngiyaqeda. Mupha sisharele ukuthi uvini. Unfortunately Phumla ucula ngeSiswati. Hopefully most of us
Greetings. Namipushela inkwenu imepungiwe sibongono karisimati engoma yiri ayifambeni yadzala yimsumbuluko mara according to my understanding it doesn't say Monday kutapfuka Monday yadzala. It depends on what you want. So loko yiku Monday it means ku any day is a payday accordingly to me. Yeah.
Thank you. The only use of Monday is just to say immediately, the very first day of a week, let's get working on it. But we got all the ways. If we must saka our own money on it, and as a youth, we need to get there on it. So that is the essence of why we are here. Then let me continue with the presentation. It was not done. I just wanted us to get the holistic picture. Mpumalanga is our province. I'm going to speak in English because some of you don't hear Swahili. But I like to mix. When we're together, we can hear each other. We should speak our language. Of the population, that is about 4.7 million. We, the youth, people between 15 to 34 years, we account for over a third of it. And it's almost 36% is us as youth. And that is very important. And what is more concerning is this slide, the last corner on unemployment at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. There are some very worrying statistics there that indicate the high level of unemployment. And we focus among the youth, which is ourselves. I think, can we see it? We're able to read. We broke down per district. It's over 50%. More worryingly, where we are, a Bushbuck Ridge municipality, all over 70% of our youth is unemployed. Therefore, we must reverse that trend. And we cannot reverse that trend by looking for jobs. But we must create the jobs, and agriculture provides us the greatest opportunity as the youth to do so. There are many economic sectors in the province. I'm also the acting head of Department for Economic Development. So it's a duty of mine to show you all those opportunities. But today our key focus is on agriculture and agro-processing. Agro-processing is the same as that is called manufacturing, because it's the next level of your agricultural produce. Someone produces maize, and then someone is running a milling to make mealie rice, mealie meal, etc. That's a secondary produce. It's agro-processing. Do you understand? Okay. So let us quickly then look why I'm saying agriculture, particularly in Mpumalanga, is what, as the youth sitting here, I would like each and every one of us to go back home and rethink about it. If anything else, we must go do farming as soon as yesterday. Our province is very rich. That's what she said. Our land is fertile. And it is true, we account for almost 50% of the country's most highly arable land as Mpumalanga. And we are exporting, this country export over 21% of South Africa's citrus export internationally comes from this province. And most of it between Mbombela and ourselves at Bushbuck Ridge. Angit, if you were not aware, now you know. We also export 40% of the country's nuts to China, macadamia. As a province, we account most of the areas up in Kangala. We've got 3 districts in Kangala, Gert, and Ehlanzeni, where we are. Some of us refer to it as Buhlabela, but officially it is part of Ehlanzeni. We are one of the so-called maize triangle, Mpumalanga, together with Northwest and Free State. We account for the maize triangle of the country. We export over 30% of soya beans that the country export comes from this province. So there are massive opportunities. Of the top 10 export products of Mpumalanga, the green ones, number 5 and 10, is what I call the green gold, is from agriculture. We are building at Mbombela, we're finishing a world-class international fresh produce market, so that when you farm, your produce can come there, we can export it, and you make money, you create jobs for others. At Nkomazi, we are establishing what we call a strategic economic zone or spatial zone, SEZ, which is meant to assist in the export through the Maputo port that is there, reach all your Africa free trade countries. Opportunities abound that government is putting up. What is needed are the young people to establish agribusinesses and exploit the opportunities. Not only are we good with the crops, citrus and that, but we are also, as Mpumalanga, a major trader of poultry. As I was outside, there's a farmer, eggs I'm gonna buy with you as we go out. Is producing. We have over 21% of the produce of poultry comes from Mpumalanga. So the opportunities abound. What is concerning as we sit here, young people, is that 34 billion of the total agriculture income product, which is equals to 11.6% that comes from Mpumalanga. Only 1.5% of that is from smallholder, predominantly black people. Therefore, if we can just double that by increasing it from 1.5 to 3%, it means we can add another 5 billion rand of income from agriculture. Then you can imagine the number of jobs you can help us to create together. Now, I'm quite an academic. I like theory a lot. I have a cum laude in science. I've got a cum laude in law. But I like practical. Because you may be asking yourself, how do we? I'm told I'm here to share with you how can you access opportunities. And when you're doing planting, you're doing farming, you can't farm from the air. Young people are saying, but we don't have land. That's the question you're asking, would say, how are you going to farm without land? So let us preempt it, because this government has done a lot of land reform work. There's a lot of land, 1.7 million hectares are available in the province as state land. These are land that are within our communal tribal authorities. You don't need to own land to farm, young person. All you need is to have access to land. You approach the traditional authority next in your area, You request for a piece of land, they give you a right to occupy or a permission to occupy a PTO. You approach us, we assist you to do farming. I'll show you examples of a number of young people that are turning our agriculture economy around. None of them own the land, are beneficiaries of PTOs, so that you do not say, no, we can't get land. There's land that is owned over 530,000 hectares is in communal property associations. My CPAs in Yawazangit. Some of us could be beneficiaries of those. That land is not utilized. Let's maximize that land, access it, come to us, let's give you the assistance you need to farm. There's land that the state, through the rural development, leases over 150,000 hectares. They give you 30-year leases. You can lease the land and do your farming. So there is land available. What can you farm? What commodities? With me here, I brought a team. I've got all my experts. Chief Director Noplobo Mafu, can you stand up so they can see you? Chief Director Mafu is responsible for infrastructure. If you've got a piece of land, she assists you to develop that land through a program we call Comprehensive Agriculture Support Program. Similarly, I've got Dr. Takada next to her. Dr. Takada is a Chief Director for Farmer Support. He's there to help you with all the production inputs, maganda to plant and plow. I know the reason he's come here is because we are reaping. There are different crops throughout the province that you can plant. They've assessed all the land. They'll tell you what are the strengths, what you can grow where you stay. Let's run quickly through the presentation. 5 minutes, let's The areas, these are some of projects that we are currently doing, supporting young people. I just wanted to share with you what we call a value chain in agriculture of young people alone. Excellent Pailebo is a farmer at Tembisile Honey who is producing eggs. The department is assisting her to build houses for layers. Tobela Royale is supplying woolies, fruition. In Kanyezi, Ama broilers, 43,000 chickens produced in the cycle, we're helping her to build. Bahatla and Rax are planting the maize, the other one is processing it. That closes the value chain. The Premier was launching it, that's Bahatla, you're seeing there, and their produce. We've supported them to do all of this, a group of 6 young people. They are now on their way to growing commercial. We are working with APSA, is helping us to come on board and assist them to take their businesses to the next level. Rax Milling, a young man who's running a milling that makes animal feeds for all the chicken, the piggeries, plus Millie Mill that supplies our kids in the boarding schools. The eggs from Lebo, I'm just sharing you pictures of projects. This is Nkanyezi. When she came to approach us, she was working from the back room at home, Afagum Kuku, had their chickens growing and she was producing, supplying spa. Now there was sort turning, the MEC is there, we are building here, the traditional authority gave her 3 hectares, we are building a huge 43,000, she'll employ over 100 young people, others like her, to work in that abattoir, process chicken and mapisi sangit. These are opportunities in agriculture. Tobela, these fruits are found in Gubo, Woolies, Emma shops. These are young people from rural areas in the province, where I want to find all of you to take you there. These are the developments of the infrastructure they are supporting them to do. The whole value chain full black people, young people on their own. Others are planting sunflower maize, giving to rugs, who's making the mealy, as I said, the animal feeds, supplying the ones that make eggs, supplying the ones that are running piggeries, supplying the ones who are doing broilers, putting it in our government nutrition, supplying schools, hospitals, and the public. The operator that is buying from all of this, Ula Mkuhlu Agri Hub, few kilometers further down. That's where we should be meeting. I will want to end it here because of the time. The full presentation is available, but I wanted to share with you that young people, we can make it, opportunities are there, our doors are open. The entire team is here to answer your questions, help you understand what you can do on it and how you can be assisted to grow. Thank you, Chair.
Oh, yes. Aspinde futanda, wow. Thank you so much, HOD. Very powerful information, ne? Young people, powerful information. You got that? Are you sleeping now? I think you adapted from Etonia, Okulma, like, you know, way back and Agaras. The panel is going to come and take questions, but before they do that, allow me quickly to introduce our sister, Tony Kumete, the manager at the office of the CEO of Brand South Africa. I hope you guys are taking notes. Thank you so much. This is powerful information, young people. Make sure that you
more than
take
60 million
notes.
different voices echoing in harmony from the southernmost part of the continent, where ordinary people have carved their names in an extraordinary history by showing the world that peace is always better than war. Our reach is not limited by our borders, bringing joy in people's hearts and a spark of rhythm to their moves. This is the welcome home of opportunity, inspiring millions to look here in search of a better life and sharing our best with the world. We are home to undulating mountains, flowers, endless seas, the beautiful animal kingdom, and the ever-changing seasons that color our world. We are the birthplace of humanity and a showcase of human excellence. We believe in South Africa. We are inspired by our victories of the past and our strong institutions to overcome the challenges of today and build a better tomorrow. This is who we are, South African. South Africa, inspiring new ways.
This is a message by Brand South Africa.
This
Sanibonani. Ngiyazi ukuthi ngikhathele abanye bayibiza graveyard shift lena ukhulume nabantu sebesuthi sebekhathele, but ngicela ningakhathali because I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to share with you from Brand South Africa. Njengoba esengintroduceile uBudphesi nguTony Kumete. Just before I start ngicela ukubuza ukhona wazi ukuthi ubani wazi iBrand South Africa la? No one. Okay, ubani wazi play your part? No one. Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to gauge ukuthi ngishare information engakanani. So, Brand South Africa, we are an agency of the state of the South African government, so we are a public entity, and umsebenzi wethu is to position and promote South Africa out there to the world so that we can attract abatshali bezimali, ama investors, to come to our country, to also come here for tourism, ukuzela ezinye izinto ezinhle. Siyazi even ama education institutions ethu attract ama students who are not only from South Africa. So mandate yethu isebenza kabili in that kune international part where we must showcase South Africa and attract all the good things from the world globally. But domestically, mandate here to Lana is to encourage South Africans to rally behind South Africa. Ngiyayithanda into ekhulunywe HOD na Lana yokuthi purpose ibalekile. I believe in purpose not only because I'm a believer by religion of Christianity myself personally, but because if you have a purpose, you have a reason, you have an understanding of why kumele usukume uzame and be part of a solution yanamhlanje so that we can have a better South Africa tomorrow. Leyo nto asikwazi ukuthi sishiyele ezandleni zabanye abantu. We, all of us, have a part to play. We all have a role to play in shaping a different future. HOD ukhulume nge-purpose. And one of the things that are important about purpose is that you cannot understand your purpose if you don't understand your identity and if you have no pride in your identity. So regardless, uguti, there are many challenges. We've got high unemployment. HOD, you have spoken. We have got challenges of poverty. We have got challenges of access to our opportunities. However, local cannot make us to just sleep forever because unfortunately, uNkulunkulu akakadecide ukuthi ilanga lami lokuhamba namhlanje. So we need to be able to be part of our solutions, be active in business, find ways to innovate. So in terms of umsebenzi wase-brand South Africa, esiwenzayo inside of South Africa, domestically we call it, sine program ebizwa nge-Play Your Part. That's why ngiqale ngokunibuza ukuthi niyayazi na i-Play Your Part. But the good thing is that ukusho ukuthula kwenu nithi aniyazi i-Play Your Part gives me an indication that it is a very good thing ukuthi i-Play Your Part program iyeza specifically here next month. Well, actually not next month, in September 6, we will be here to also empower youth and share even more. So I think it's important ukuthi any opportunity to be empowered, any opportunity ukuthola ukuthi i-business lakho uma unalo likwazi ukuthi ube nama skills angcono, you to be able to either put up a business proposal or to do a pitch for funders, investors, partners or sponsors. Those are just some of the important things. So leo program siyeza nayo izobigcwele. However, sithe kubalekile ukuba lana today. It is important because of the platform, the platform of Empower Youth Week here. And I also acknowledge every one of the partners and the sponsors, especially TETA. HOD, you said TETA, akusiyena TETA. So ngizwe ngawe, if ngirong ngibazongixolela ngizothi ngifunde kumphathi. ABSA is also here. So it was important ukuthi sibe khona lana and be able to give you a bit of a taste ukuthi sichaza ukuthini masithi i-Play Your Part Ignite. I-Play Your Part Ignite program yase-Brand South Africa, i-program esiyilethela abantu who are either aspiring business people, youth specifically, not wonke umuntu. So youth in South Africa is anyone 35 and below. So those are the people targeted by the program to be empowered. For the purpose ukuthi nithole at least some benefits ngoba nihlangeneke manje nikhona nifikile lana. We are going to have kusasa one of the Play Your Part ambassadors. Now, njengoba ngikhulume ngeprogram ekuthiwa i-Play Your Part. This program is about people who are actively part of their own development. People who are not just sitting on the side and saying there is nothing I can do, but it is also intended to encourage wonke umuntu ukuthi asukume abone i-opportunity ekhona, isidingo esikhona kwi-community yakho and try to meet it through either your business initiative or whichever other means that you have. Kuleyo program ye-Play Your Part, there are many South Africans, and angikhulumi ngabantu abama-celebrities abadumile, ngikhuluma nabantu abafana nawe nami nalo muntu oseduze kwakho. People who have also decided, who are also youth like you, who have decided ukuthi in my community there is a need. I will start a business to address that need, and in turn leyo business izongisiza ukuthi nami ngikwazi ukuphila ngiphile kanye nomndeni wami. Those people, we call them Play Your Part ambassadors. We do have Play Your Part ambassadors in Mpumalanga as well, base-Brand South Africa. You're going to see one of them tomorrow. Igama lakhe uLucia Simelani Ochan. She has just made South Africa very proud because ukwaze ukuflya iflag lase South Africa all the way in the US, where she won one of the competitions where we are regarded in high esteem by the global community. So uzobelana, and we are of how to package your business proposal in a way that helps you to get the best pitch for the best attention from funders, from investors, from partners, and from sponsors. Ubani, who is ready to stand up and say, after that masterclass, I will be willing to pitch. And angifuna ukuqale ngisho ukuthi kutholakala ini ngoba ngifuna ukubona abantu abagenuine ngokuthi they are interested in learning and growing their businesses and becoming confident entrepreneurs. Kukhona abantu abazopitcha after a masterclass. People who will stand up and say, well, after this masterclass, now I can, oh, okay, so it means I have to be innovative. It means ukuthi fanele ngicheck profitability of business yami. It means I have to do marketing for my business. Who are those people in this room? Okay, so I see there are two. Please keep your hands up. I see about 5. Okay, I see only about 10 hands. And mangibona izandla ezu-10 for people who are willing ukuthi mase befundisiwe indlela yokupackage ipitch yabo so that they are investment ready, they are funding ready. They will pitch. Now, I want to say for the people who put up their hands, you deserve a huge round of applause. You know why? Because this is an opportunity. It is an opportunity not only to learn and test your skills that you would have learned, but also, I am told, and we are following now in the footsteps of APSA, who is the main sponsor, we also will add something to those people who pitch, depending on how good your pitch is. You will be judged. So if you put your hand up, let me just show you, ukuthi, the least amount, angizukhulumela amanye ama-partners, ngizwe ngeimali up to 100,000 rand. So you are not ready to even put yourself at least in the vicinity of that winning if you didn't put up your hand in my line of thought. The least, the worst that it could be by you participating tomorrow is 5,000 rand. That's the worst. That's the worst. So I want to encourage you, ukuthi, ni participate in such an initiative, because you will be, the masterclass will be conducted by, of course, a Brand South Africa Play Your Part ambassador, but she's also an entrepreneur running her own business. Naye aqale njengani nonke ngoba nila endlini. So I just want to encourage all of you to also look up. Most people here are on social media. So look on the social media platforms for Play Your Part. Connect with the Play Your Part program. Give information on the website, Yase Brand South Africa. You can even share this. My name is Tony Gumede. This is what I do to play my part. I'm interested in becoming a Play Your Part ambassador because this is part of the activity engiyenzayo emphakathini wami in order to make a positive difference. So do reach out to Brand South Africa, and I am told we will be able to have access to all of you, and of course then I will invite you to the program esizobe siyenza ngomhla 6 September, where taste le enzoyithola kusasa ye masterclass and the prizes that go with it and the learning that go with it. It will be a program then for the full day, only dedicated to making your business ready for funding, ready for investment, and ready for partners and sponsors. Thank you very much, Budpes.
Shayzanda until she's down here. Thank you. Wow. It's a wow. Are you guys aware of the information in Itolala? None of you is supposed to go here and say, I don't know what to do. No, I'm serious. After this, you guys, you need to go and be shakers and movers of this economy. Let's clap hands again for her. Thanks. Do me, I'm on you. Let's clap hands for this beautiful lady right here. She's going to facilitate the next panel. Isn't she beautiful? No.
Thank you so much. Sanmonani, Abshen, Ifukil. Great stuff. Okay, so we're going to talk about agriculture. Just from a show of hands, let me see how many of us here are agripreneurs. So you've got your own business in agriculture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the hands are coming up. They're coming up. So this conversation is going to be for you. Now, we're going to talk about what does it mean to be in the agricultural space? What are the challenges we face as agripreneurs? And how do we overcome those challenges? And we'll also then close off by talking about the future of agriculture when we take a look at what technology is currently bringing forth to us. Okay, so I'm going to introduce my panelists to come and join me on stage. Can I please have Sezanele Zondi, and she is the marketing manager for MEGA. So that's Mpumalanga Economic Growth Agency. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you. Okay, then I'm going to ask for Caritas Chincholo, and he is the founder and CEO of Kula. Round of applause. Okay, then my last panelist is Mr. Johan Kutsia, and he is an agri-specialist from APSA. Round of applause. Okay, I think maybe Johan, you can join me on this side, and then we'll have to, so if you can just come to the, yeah. All right. All right, so I think what we will do, I must highlight that Mr. Caritas does need to leave. He's got a flight to catch, so I'll start with him. I'll allow the panelists to then introduce themselves, tell us what they do, and what opportunities they have for all of us sitting here today, especially those that are in the agricultural space. Mr. Caritas?
Sanbonani, Nijani, Yapila, Kamalamu Karidasi. I am the CEO and co-founder of an agri-tech startup called Kula. What we do at Kula is that we connect farmers with markets. We connect them with suppliers. We connect them also with financing. We've won the MTN Business App of the Year award. I think that was in 2019. We've also been chosen among the top 15 social enterprises in the world, selected by Google as one of the top 10 startups on the African continent. And essentially, we use technology to help give farmers better opportunities and give them access to markets. Sure.
Thank you so much. Can we give him a round of applause? So, Sister Zanele, can you tell us more about MEGA? Kahle kahle kwenzakalani kumega kanjani ngoba ngiyazi niphethe imali. So siyayifuna leyo mali. Ngicela usichazele ke ukuthi singena kanjani.
Ngiyabonga. Sanibonani? Nivukile. I know that you are empowered. It's been a long day. As they've said, my name is Sezanele, my surname is Zondi. I come from MEGA. What MEGA is, it's a Mpumalanga provincial government implementing agency, which means our mandate is to assist our provincial government towards job creation, economic development within the province. We fund only business activities that are happening within the boundaries of Mpumalanga province. You can be coming from Gauteng, and how then do we make sure that we assist the provincial government towards job creation? One of them, Imali. We provide business loan funding, responsible trade and investment promotions. If you are looking for opportunities internationally, you have a business idea you want to start, or you've already started, you want to scale up, you can then approach MEGA and rent one of our.
Wow, thank you so much. Sakatia, he's coming from APSA. Let's see to us this afternoon.
Afternoon, you guys. No, I'm an agri specialist for